So welcome to New and Noteworthy. Justin Gould and Ryan Hedrick hanging out.
He wanted to keep me in the box, and this is what he came up with.
Right, I know. It's great.
I like it.
If you have an opinion, let us know. We'll share it. We'll talk to you. Ryan will debate you if you want.
No, I
He's
won't.
up for that.
Gee,
I've got my shorts on again.
we can actually
Kick your leg. Kick your leg.
Kick your leg.
I got my shorts on.
Oh, yeah. Oopsie.
Let me just get in my septic tanker drunk.
I'm still here.
Dakota's still here.
This is gonna be your best summer ever. That's why you're thinking cool everything. Cool iced coffee.
Gosh. We don't need to talk about
Okay.
that.
All right. Do we? All right.
No, we don't. And welcome to New and Noteworthy on this Monday. It's kind of gray. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Is that the word of the day, Matt?
How do you spell that? Is that U-G-H-H-H-H?
Yeah, I'd say.
Huh. That's a pretty cool word.
I'm so rude, I'm chewing on camera.
You're chewing?
Chewing.
Oh, chewing.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
It's Grandma Rosie's cookies. That's what
They are
chew.
to chew for.
Justin Gould, Matt Hummel, and Ryan Hedrick hanging out with you. Thanks so much for being here with us. You guys have a restful weekend, hopefully?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Ryan's here till
Absolutely.
like 2 in the morning.
Well, I come and go, man.
It's okay.
I sleep in till like
I'm
10 at
glad.
night, 11 at night.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't want to. So
Wow.
I was just patrolling the city, making sure no larcenies occurred.
right.
Police
You know,
officer Hedrick.
I was shocked, and I will give the Post-Journal credit for this one. They reported that an absurd amount of larcenies. Raise your hand out there if you can guess. First, we're going to interact with our audience, and we're
Right.
going to get the total number of guesses. Whoever is closest gets a date with Matt Hummel.
Okay.
So let's do this. Guess how many larcenies in the city of Jamestown in a 3-month period. This is between April and now. I'm taking guesses in 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, we'll,
So I would say there was probably about like 50 of them.
okay, 50. Hummel? Hummel can't date himself. Well, he always does anyway.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking 125.
125.
Yeah, okay.
I will go with 400. I'm dead serious. 400 in 90 days.
That seems kind of high.
It does seem kind of high.
But isn't crime down?
Crime is down, yes.
Right.
But even the sun shines on a dog's you know what sometimes. So
Right.
I will say 400 in a 3-month period.
Okay,
Now
he says 12.
12, okay.
David says 125.
Okay, Dave says 125.
Phyllis says 60.
60, okay.
I agree with you, Phil. I don't think it's...
So for the next 5 minutes, we're going to take guesses as to how many these are car larcenies now.
Amber says 100.
Okay, Amber. So these are all duly noted. We are taking, if you're just tuning in, Justin, Matt, Ryan with you, and happy Monday, TGIM. We are taking the total number of larcenies in a 90-day period. And this is going to F up your mind. I promise it will.
Mine is
So
already.
keep the
Okay.
guesses
So-
coming.
So Cindy says 400. She seems to think that that's a good number for larcenies.
Okay, so we're just going to keep
the numbers coming.
the numbers coming.
And
We'll
then
reset every couple of minutes.
Whoever's closer can date Matt Hummel.
Yes.
A different Cindy says 357.
Okay, 357. She's damn close. Anyway, are you guys as excited as I am about the National Comedy Center?
Oh gosh, you know what? We're a little not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, right, Matt?
Yep.
Are you gonna be camped out in front of there?
Yeah, oh, you better believe it. I'm gonna have a tent set up the night before. I'm gonna make a fire and probably get a ticket.
No, Jonathan Young Jr. You can't make fires near the National Comedy Center. You can't
That's
do
horrible.
that.
Whoa.
That's horrible.
Damn you
And
for the
alleged-
National Comedy Center. You can't make fires, the National Comedy Center. You can make, were you referring to bonfires?
Yes.
Okay, so you can make bonfires.
No, can't do that in city
Oh,
limits.
my
No
goodness.
no fire, Matt. No fire.
Jackie weighing in with 452. Again, to reset the question of the day between this crazy trio and you out there.
Debbie says 250.
Okay, we want to gauge the number your number of larcenies in a 90-day period.
They're pretty good. All right, so what are the numbers?
Okay, well, I'll tell you in a couple of minutes.
Tell us right now.
The 5-minute time period is not elapsed yet, Justin Gould.
It's been 5 minutes.
Okay. According
I
to,
have the timers.
and this is great, I just have to say, and I'm not being facetious here. This
can't
is
even find the article.
great reporting by
He can't
the
even
Post
find-
Journal. No, it baffles my mind. Have they taken it down? Have they taken it down? More page 1. I bet they blocked me from post-journal.com. Okay, 233 larcenies
That's the number.
in a 90-day period.
Ooh.
And
Chuck McNeil got 232. He says, Matt, you can buy me lunch.
wow.
I think you need to. You owe that man lunch.
You
Oh
got
my
it, you
goodness,
got it.
Matt.
Wow, I think Chuck is the winner. Ding, 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 ding,
Ding 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 ding
You
ding.
win, Chuck.
But listen, in a city where crime is down, and again, I'm not going toe to toe JPD. That this is
Right.
what they said. Crime is
Right.
down. Does that number surprise you guys?
It does a little bit. And this morning when we were talking about this, I wanted to show this map I
Okay.
got on the internet. It is from Jamestown, New York. It's a crime rating map.
Okay.
It's from neighborhoodscout.com.
Okay.
You can go /NY/Jamestown, and it gives you an overview, a real estate overview, a demographic overview of crime in schools. And this is the chart, and for some reason it thinks bus dies in neighborhoods, so I'm just excluding that from the research.
Right.
So I'm starting at 2, and this is with the safest neighborhoods. The darker the color, the safer it is.
Okay.
And this doesn't include Faulkner or Celeron
Okay.
in their rating. So they say the safest neighborhood is over on the west side of the city. The least safest would be downtown and Brooklyn Square.
And I
Which
think
I
downtown
could
would
agree with.
encompass like Prendergast, because
Yeah,
right when
it
you start
does,
talking
it
about
does, right in
Prendergast and
here.
North Avenue,
Right.
North Main
But then
Street
it
rather.
says for some reason this Lakeview area is pretty safe.
Oh, well, in
But that
terms
could
of
be-
violence, yes.
Right. And then so basically if you look at the list, we're going to start with least safe here, City Center, and work our way up to Washington Street. That makes sense. The numbered streets are very terrifying.
Now, here's a hypothetical
and
question.
then Camp Street would be the next neighborhood.
Here's a hypothetical question. I'm just throwing this out, food thought, right, on a Monday. TGIM, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. Would a city, and I'm not saying Jamestown, but would a city with something as big as Jamestown has on the verge of it being the National Comedy Center opening, would they dare say that crime was down when it wasn't? I wonder if that really happens, because if that did happen and a crafty reporter or reporters or community liaisons or whatever you want to call them, if somebody did actually find those real numbers, wouldn't that be a big blow to the integrity of the city? Because, we don't know who to trust sometimes. And I'm not saying we, but the general public sometimes is very skeptical of city leadership and the police department. And I don't think in Jamestown we have any reason to be. But I wonder if a city would dare venture into the, let's not tell them this zone.
Right.
And I wonder how tangible that would be for a city like Jamestown with so many great things on the horizon.
Right. That's real sketchy.
Yeah.
And
Very
that's
sketchy.
very much of that's a very gray area, because if a politician is caught lying,
Right.
not only could it end their political career, but say the city council, there's more than likely a procedure in their government that says that they could remove that person.
Right.
And
from
the
office.
problem is, like you brought up, that's a very good point. If I'm an outside tourist and I'm planning on coming to the National Comedy Center in Jamestown, I'm going to do research. So if I go to a new place in general and I
Right.
don't know what the heck is there to do,
Right.
I want to know, what's going on. I'm going to type in Jamestown, New York.
Right.
Right.
And if the first thing that comes up is some sort of major crime,
Right, because I guarantee you, I've been to Chicago twice, but I have not been since the South Side was a war zone. I was there several years ago. But I would not go to Chicago right now, and I don't care if I'm staying in the north side, if I'm seeing a Cubs game, if I'm going to a Bulls game. I'm not going to Chicago right now because of the negative media attention. And it does make sense that the more negative the media is towards a city, the less tourism likely is to flock there.
Right.
You know, I guarantee you, I don't know, I haven't seen a report on this, guys, but I guarantee you the negative media attention that Chicago has received has adversely affected the tourism in Chicago. I almost guarantee it.
And I want to show this real quick because, like you were saying, Matt, Googling something, right? If you type Jamestown crime rate, this is what comes up. Now, whether this information, because I haven't checked this website, I just want to tell you. The other site I did vet, and they use stats, but this is from Google. This is what they tell us. In regards to violent offenses, Jamestown, New York has a rate that is 100% higher than the New York State average. I don't know if I wouldn't go to that town. Higher than the state?
I think that would be per capita, because we only have like between 29 and 30,000 people here. And when you're talking about per capita, the numbers obviously get higher as the year goes on. So, you know, some of these websites, quite honestly, I've never heard of.
Right.
But it would behoove the city, hypothetically, to keep some of the crime on the hush-hush. And not saying, let me say this, I'm not saying the police and City Hall are in cahoots to keep anything on the low. I'm just saying, wouldn't it benefit them to keep some of the numbers and some of the incidents on the low for fear that tourism would dip in a critical time, the most critical time in the city's history since the collapse of the manufacturing industry? It would behoove Jamestown to keep some of the crime on the low. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So I'm just guessing right now.
But guys, the National Comedy Center opens next week.
Yeah, it does. It's a big time. It's a big time for Jamestown. And you know what? I want the city to knock them dead.
Right.
Pardon the pun. And I want the National Comedy Center to like kill it. And I want everybody who comes to Jamestown to get a great first impression of the city, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression, especially when it comes to tourism.
Right. We'll be right back.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
All the things I could have been, and I know you wanted to. All it takes is that one look you do, and I run right back to you. You cross the line, and it's time to say F you.
And welcome back to
What's the
New
point
and Noteworthy.
saying that
This
when you
Monday,
know how I'll react?
Justin
You
Gould,
think you
Ryan
can
Hendrick, and
just
Matt
take
Hummel
it
talking
down.
about
Shit
pretty much
just
everything
don't work
that's
like
new
that.
and noteworthy.
Feel
That's
the
kind of the whole point.
Yeah, you know what? I love the addition of Matt Hummel, because like when I get bored and I lose concentration like real quick. You should see me in the newsroom. I'm like, okay, I'll do a story, and then I'm out the door, and they don't see me for an hour.
Right. He never does the story. It's almost like we should get you a shot collar or something.
That would probably work.
Somebody would sponsor that.
You know what? I bet I'm not going to say it. Anyway, so in thinking about what happened in Toronto last night, and prayers go out to Toronto, I see a lot of people saying, at least in the Toronto circles and the Toronto media circles, the politicians are automatically blaming their problems on guns. And it got me thinking, like, are they trying to, and I don't want to play conspiracy theorist Monday, but are they trying to leverage some of that to downplay maybe a terrorist attack?
And the thing that is very interesting to look at in this shooting is because it's so early still in their investigation, they don't know what happened, actually. And then you have this mayor coming to the city council and calling out these weapons, and he says Toronto has a gun problem, and it's like, okay, that's very good to call out.
Right.
But you still don't know if this was terrorism. They're looking into that angle. You don't know if it was a domestic violence situation that went wrong. And we probably won't know for the next couple of hours as they continue to investigate.
Do we ever know, like, the full truth to anything? I mean, I've had people that have worked for the government or in the government right now say, if we really knew what was happening in this country, we'd just, like, all jump off a bridge collectively, or we'd lose it collectively. Do we ever really know the truth? What is the truth?
Right.
And again, I mean, that's a deep thought for today, and maybe not a rhetorical question, but when you look at all the things that are happening in this country, I don't know if we ever know the full magnitude or the full truth. We know other people's truths, right? Because Toronto is a city in a country, that depends on tourism. Toronto Blue Jays, I mean, that city is so pristine. If anybody's been to Toronto, you can eat off the streets. It is so clean. And I've been told they have great strip clubs, but hey, I didn't, that's just what I've been told, honestly. But, they also have so many great cultural things. It's so close to Buffalo, and it's such a nice escape for people that have extended licenses or passports or whatnot. It would behoove them, again, to not say this is tourism, because it's so close to America. I just don't know if we'll ever know the truth.
Right, and I think the whole world, when you say terrorism today, it's everyone's afraid of it. Right. Like, I would never go to the Middle East ever in my life.
Right.
Because I am scared shitless to go over there.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't honestly probably ever travel abroad. I've wanted to go to Italy, but now with all,
I would never go to Paris.
Yeah, no,
I would never go to Paris.
Attacks,
Yeah, we are. I mean, I see right now ABC News is in Toronto, and officials are giving an update on the shooting that left 2 people dead and injured 12. One of those people was a little girl, and somebody told the Toronto Star that it seemed like the gunman, who is now dead from a self-inflicted gunshot, was just shooting like it was a video game.
Right.
And that's the MO of terrorists.
Right.
That's the MO of terrorists.
And a lot of people blame things like this on pop culture, but at the same time, I mean, these terrorists, they're going to do what they want to do, and at the end of the day, you have to come up with a solution, and you have to, but these events, these situations, they're so uncontrolled. Right? I mean, they attack soft targets like that cafe in Toronto.
Right.
Like schools in Florida. Because it's easy. Because there's no cop there to protect.
The scary thing, my recollection of 9/11, I was watching the like everything as it happened, and I remember I was listening to my favorite radio show in Washington D.C., and the thing they kept saying that really just made me so scared was, where is our force? Where is our defense?
Right.
And we didn't have a defense for what was going on. Two planes striking the Twin Towers, 35, 40 minutes apart. Mass chaos in Washington, D.C. as a plane is hitting the Pentagon. Another plane is being forced down in Pennsylvania. And I keep telling myself, like, that will never happen again. But we can't guarantee it, and I'm just lying to myself if I think that's never going to happen again.
Right.
Because it seems like whenever we have foreign relations in our pocket, whenever we have good foreign relations, it seems something else goes wrong.
Right.
And that's the baffling part about terrorism. You just never know how much the other people hate us.
Right. And Scott suggests he says beefed up security at the border, and that's what a lot of people seem to think will solve the problem. But you have things like homegrown terrorism that gets involved and, people are brainwashed to do horrible things.
Yeah, we have people in this country that want to kill us secretly. We have a lot of people in this country that want to kill us secretly. Another thing is that baffles me. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo today, in a report from the Democrat out of Rochester, has pardoned 7 people, all illegal immigrants, all faced with drug possession, driving while intoxicated. And he tells the paper that these people have turned their lives around, and it's just another example of how naive we are to people who are in this country and taking things for granted. We could not go to other countries and do the things that people get away with here.
Did he know these people before?
I don't know.
I mean, how does
Why
he
would
know
you
they
pardon
turned around?
them? That's
Well,
dumb.
my question is, how can you, and I'm not playing any politics here, but how can you make a comment that these people turned their lives around when you didn't know them from Adam?
Right.
I mean, the key term there is illegal immigration, and we know that's a huge topic right now with DACA, however you say it.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just mind-boggling how you can make a political statement.
Have you ever seen that show Locked Up Abroad? Locked Up Abroad, they have these people who are Americans. They come over to other countries and they try to smuggle drugs. Some of these people get ridiculous sentences. I'm talking about 40, 50, 60 years, even life for a gram of pot. And we pardon people who have habitually broke the law, proven they can't be good citizens, and it's baffling. It really is demoralizing to us. People that pay their dues in this country.
Dakota's weather coming up.
Let's go!
Brought to you by the people giving hope at Gifts Decor and More. With the controversial Kratom, Gifts Decor and More is giving hope to Southern Chautauqua County residents, one visit at a time.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs. Serving both commercial and residential lots. Check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us now to book an appointment.
The weather is heating up, and so are the deals at Express Bike and Auto, right here in Jamestown, located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension. They are your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle, ATV, and motorcycle needs. They even sell vehicles, and guess what? Financing is available. So what are you waiting for? Get to Express Bike and Auto right here in Jamestown at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension now.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Hey you, welcome back to New and Noteworthy. Now let's take a look at the rainfall that we've seen over the past 7 days, because quite frankly, we've seen quite a bit of it. Now last Monday, we had 1.45 inches, and much of the week after Monday was pretty dry, and yesterday we picked up 1.10 inches of rain officially at the Jamestown Airport, and we'll see a little bit more rain as we go throughout the week. Here's a look at live Doppler vision. The rain is coming from a different direction that we normally see. It's coming from the south and east, and you can see that as we put this on a time lapse, you can see kind of how this is moving, and this is ultimately going to be moving into western New York throughout the day today. A few scattered showers, but nothing too big. And again, this is a wider view to kind of show you what's going on. The spin in the atmosphere down near Washington is what's giving us pretty much the rain. It's throwing it to the north, and so this is an odd direction. Normally our rain comes from the west, but it's coming from the south and east. That's a bit of an odd direction. Jay, did you know that we can get rain coming from that direction that time of the year?
I knew we could. I didn't know we were getting Florida rain today. That's nice.
Well, actually, it is tropical. That's part of the reason why it's humid, and you can see that here on the HD NewsNow cam. You can see the clouds just socked in, and the current temperature is at 74 degrees at the Jamestown Airport with the southeast wind at 10. Look at the dew point at 67. Of course, when the dew point and the temperature are close together, that means it is humid. It makes it feel like 75 degrees, and it's going to remain humid throughout the week. Here's a live look at the Sky Vision camera in Olean. You can see the Warren, not Olean. It's Warren. Again, it's right up here, and I can't even read it. I think I need new glasses, Jay.
What is Matt ever going to do with his hair?
Yeah. Anyway, Matt should go bald. Natty Ice, bald.
You're going to have to.
How would you like
look
that?
At his hair. Look at his hair. Just crazy. Dude.
Yes, I know. Isn't he just good looking? Anyway,
he's the best looking one of the group.
Let's break down the forecast for tomorrow zone by zone. And tomorrow we'll start here, first of all, in Chautauqua County. And you can see here temperatures we're going to be close together here. Lower 80s. It's going to be air you can wear. Jay loves that term. It's going to be very humid,
Whoa.
rainy at times with a south wind averaging around 12 to 16 miles per hour. Eastward we go into Cattaraugus County. You can see here temperatures not too far off. Lower 80s here. Sticky and wet go throughout much of the day, but it's not going to be raining all the time. There's going to be times of dry time. Now, the next 7 days of your life, brought to you by Quick Solutions. And then you see 80 on Wednesday. The rain on Wednesday could be heavy, so we will have to keep our eye on potential flooding issues. And then it dries out for pretty much the remainder of the week and then into the weekend. And big pattern change comes our way for the weekend. Below average temperatures, but the humidity sticks around until the weekend, guys.
All right, Dakota, thank you. Motivational Monday coming up right after this.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, $16 for 16 days will get you in the door. Lose 4 pounds, your next month is on them. Try a green zone class and maximize your performance. Hot yoga, 24/7 access. Simply walk into Fitness Bunker in Lakewood right now on Summit Avenue. Make an investment in your health and wellness. Fitness Bunker in Lakewood. Find them on Facebook.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
Hi, so we're back at the table, but before we sit down, we're going to talk about maybe what we should eat. Lori here from the Fitness Bunker. So last time we chatted, we were talking about what breakfast means, like the word. But today we're going to talk about what breakfast means for you and me. A lot of people out there are thinking that carbs maybe aren't great for you, but really if you're active and you're in the gym and you're working out, and especially if you do your workout before you eat breakfast, carbs are a great thing because after a workout or even just a busy morning, as a mom or someone going to work and rushing around, carbs will be utilized as energy immediately and not stored as fat. So you're thinking, what's a carb? What carbs are good for me? Well, I really like to go for whole foods. Whole foods are things like fruits and vegetables, not orange juice, but oranges. Sweet potatoes are great. Other vegetables like spinach, maybe making an omelet with eggs and spinach and tomatoes. Those are all great options. I prefer, just because I'm also really busy, to do like a plant-based protein shake. Sometimes I add peanut butter for some other added fats and carbs, or almond butter. And those are some great healthy options. So really, if you're an active adult and you're rushing around or you need a lot more energy, maybe even just mentally, introduce some healthy carbs in with your good proteins and always focus on whole foods. Keep that metabolism going and maybe add some green tea for a little extra oomph. This is Lori with Motivational Mondays at the Fitness Bunker.
I love that.
I was
theme
doing
music,
push-ups off the desk while she was talking about eating well. Although I just finished chocolate chip cookie, I feel so ashamed.
Why?
They have so
Was it a
much
Chips
discipline
Ahoy?
at the Fitness Bunker, and they teach and they instill so much discipline in their clients. But I can never soak it up. I just need to keep coming back to Motivational Mondays.
For real, they do an incredible job at the bunker.
They do.
And it just, I don't know, it makes you happy to go. Like normally, I'm not that happy when I go to gyms. I don't know about you, Matt.
There's a great vibe in there.
There
The
is.
music is A1.
I think that's the best part.
Yeah.
DJ Tori, man. Woo!
he kills it, man, on the ones and twos.
He kills it. I want to share this real quick because coming up tomorrow, right here on NewsNow, New and Noteworthy, at noon, you guys remember this, Matt?
Oh, I
2010
I
tornado.
certainly do.
Was Ryan? Were you here
No,
then?
but I've been in a tornado, so I can.
You can attest to it.
I can empathize.
Well, there was not one, not two, but four of these bad boys that
Where's
went
the
across.
third one?
Western New York. Dakota will tell us.
Okay.
Coming up tomorrow at noon right here, and of course at WNYNewsNow.com.
Don't want to miss it. I promise.
Dakota, you had fun doing this story, right?
Yes, I mean, this was an absolute blast to do. And of course, I just want to thank the National Weather Service in Buffalo for basically allowing us to come up and actually do this interview. And of course, you are going to get a lot of detailed information about this event from the meteorologists at the Weather Service. And this report came out really, really nice. So please make sure you tune in at noon to catch the 8th anniversary of the Southern Tier tornadoes that occurred back in 2010.
Perfect. Thank you, Dakota. There's some of that damage right there. So it was great. We will see you there tomorrow. Have a great day.
Peace.